Yesterday, 7th January 2025, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebholo, the current governor of Edo State, alleged that some local government chairmen remitted about 12 billion naira over 15 months ago to some leaders of the People Democratic Party, PDP. That is the news I have come to convey to you guys, because PDP in return, they also came out to condemn that allegation. So we are going to just jump into the news, and while discussing about the news, I believe we have one or two things to counter against both that of the PDP and that of the APC. So let's quickly just jump into the news. It says Okpebholo exposed 12 billion naira PDP remittance by local government chairman. Governor Monday Okpebholo of Edo State has alleged that the 18 local government council chairmen remitted about 12 billion naira to leaders of the People Democratic Party, PDP, over 15 months. He further argued that there were nothing wrong with impeaching corrupt elected officials who divert public funds for personal use. The governor made this disclosure while hosting the acting chairman and councillors of the 18 local government areas during a courtesy visit to the government house. He commended the acting chairman and councillors for their courageous effort in upholding democracy and ensuring transparency at their local government level, emphasizing that public funds do not belong to any individual irrespective of their status. When I came into office, I had a meeting with the Accountant General who showed me some records. Some of the spending had no explanation. I picked interest in some of the entries because I saw an item tagged environmental security funding. I had never heard of that before, and the amount involved was huge, 800 million naira every month. These chairmen were contributing this money and giving it to leaders of a party, Okpebholo said. This revelation, he explained, led to a meeting with the chairmen who were asked to explain the funds allocated to environmental security funding, but they could not. I invited the chairman, but I could not meet with them directly, so my deputy met with them. He asked them to explain certain expenditures, but none could provide an explanation. He asked them to present their records, and they agreed to do so within 24 hours. However, the deputy extended the deadline to 48 hours. But this chairman didn't comply even after 2 weeks, as none of them submitted their records. Following this development, I sent a letter to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, which is the EFCC, to investigate their records. As a former paramilitary, I know there is a body responsible for oversight over them. So I sent a letter to the Edo State House of Assembly. They were invited but refused to attend and were subsequently suspended for 2 months, he added. Okpebholo accused the suspended or impeached chairman of engaging in wasteful spending, even when our schools lack teachers. When you visit primary schools, you find 2 or 3 teachers where there should be 10 to 12 teachers. He applauded the acting chairman and councillors, stating, "The narrative has changed because of your actions. What you have done is not against the law. Impeaching someone who is corrupt and has used public funds for personal gain is justified. I recognize you as the legitimate chairman. The only way to drive development to grassroots is through you." The president has also recognized the importance of local governments and advised governors accordingly. "I am ready to work with the chairmen of the various local government councils. Together, we will ensure progress in all council areas. You have full authority as local government chairman. The local government commission will cooperate with you. The local government commission will cooperate with you to ensure you succeed in several grassroots." He reminded the acting chairman that the funds belong to the local government and must be used for grassroots development. So go and work with the resources at your disposal, he advised. In his remark, the chairman of the local government commission, Daman Lawani, who led the acting local government chairman on the courtesy visit, assured the governor that they were ready to collaborate with his administration to deliver the dividends of democracy to grassroots. The chairmen working at the grassroots level are in full support of your developmental strive in the state and are committed to ensuring good governance reaching the people, Lawani said. Earlier, the acting chairman of the Uonde Aradia, Benjamin Osas, Esan West, Godsent Agbabo, and Owen West, Joel Oyo, pledged their loyalty to the administration. They assured the governor and the people of Edo State that they were working collaboratively with the Okpebholo's administration to deliver the dividends of democracy, especially to the grassroots. So that was the claim. So what do I find disturbing? If you came out as a governor and you alleged that some local government chairmen are remitting money to some political leaders of the People Democratic Party, which is the PDP, 800 million every month, and for over 15 months they have remitted 12 billion, which is the Edo State money. I believe with the amount of money that is involved in what you just said, it's not something that should be swept under the carpet. One. And two, when you make such claim, you don't say those money were remitted to some leaders of the People Democratic Party. Instead, you will go direct and say this money were remitted to so and so. You call their name, and the EFCC also that you also involved in the case. You call those people's name that those money were remitted to. You also name them to the EFCC for them to be called and be investigated. So that because the money we are talking about is the Edo State money, is the money for the people. So you don't just come out to make allegation. You call names. You call names. The EFCC, they are there to help us investigate issues, matters, and to see that there is a headway, to see that whatsoever money that is stolen or being embezzled is being brought out. So you call names because the money is huge. So when you just say the money were remitted to some PDP leaders, Are we going to start going and questioning all the PDP leaders? Call names so that we know the people we are to drag. Call names so that the EFCC know the people they are to go to their doorstep and search for that money. So let's stop playing unnecessary politics with the Edo State money, with the Edo State resources. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. I'm not only talking from your own perspective, I'm also talking to others, other political party. Let us come out plainly. So, like I said, the PDP also, they responded to that claim. The PDP, they came out and they responded to that. Let's see what the PDP also reply. Let's see their reply to that allegation. This was also January 7th, 2025. Okpebholo's lies on remittance of funds to PDP leaders, a plot to justify attack on local councils, extensioners of democracy in Edo. The attention of the People Democratic Party PDP has been drawn to the recent statement by the Edo State Governor-Select Monday Okpebholo, where he made spurious and baseless claim to justify the lawlessness and exterminational democracy and brutal attack on the state's 18 local councils as executed by his clueless government. We want to categorically state the unfounded allegation are a blatant lie and should be disregarded as a cocktail of complete falsehood. The resort to unintelligent lies and falsehood is just another failed attempt by the governor-select to mislead the public and distract from his government's blatant disregard for the rule of law, illegality, and ongoing extermination of democracy in the state. We are aware that the governor-select is desperate to get access to the local council's treasure to reward godfathers, settle political debts incurred during the last governorship election, and is exploring every opportunity to achieve this devious plan. Having failed in the legal suspension of the council chairman, he is now sending thugs and non-state actors to attack council headquarters, kidnap councillors, and force them into impeaching the duly elected council chairman. He is desperately looking for excuses to justify this illegality and lawlessness, and has decided to point accusing fingers at the People Democratic Party to mask his ignoble act. For clarity, we want to emphasize that every comment made by the governor in the statement is false and baseless, and at no point have PDP leaders received any such funds from local government chairmen as ridiculous alleged by the governor. We doubt very much that the figure blotted out by Mr. Governor-Select is actually the figure he intended to say. It is the figure he intended to say. We know he was confused a few weeks ago when he was confronted with finance. However, we challenge him to provide proof. Aha! I love this one. He said, however, we challenge him to provide proof to substantiate these unfounded claims. I love that place. See, we don't need a governor who will be afraid to call out names. a good leader or a sound leader will not be afraid to call out names when the act that is being perpetrated is to bring down your government. So you will not be afraid to call out names. So me myself, I'm supporting the PDP on this. We need proof that actually every month for good 15 months, 800 million will be given to PDP leaders. Like I said, call out the names of the people. In fact, begin to use this medium to tell us the courage, how fearless you are, how courageous you are to face anything that will come against your government. And call out the names of those people that those money will be remitted to. That is your very first assignment. So you as other people can make such claim, not you as a governor. You are the very first citizen of the state right now as we speak. So if you are afraid to call out names of people who stole government money, who then will call the names? Who then will call those people to book? So please, we need proof. We need proof. He said we challenge him to provide proof to substantiate these unfounded claims. Okpebholo must understand that the local government is neither an appendage nor a subordinate of the state government, but a constitutional recognized third tiers of government whose independence and autonomy are guaranteed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and stop forthwith with this executive rascality before the state descend into anarchy and chaos. As we have repeatedly pointed out, Okpebholo's real challenge lies in his lack of capacity and developmental plans for the state. He is a politician out of his depth who got into the office unprepared through the back door. We therefore urge him to settle down, build capacity, and focus on serving the people of Edo State during his brief tenure at Dennis Osadebe Avenue, which is the government house, rather than jeopardizing the peace and security of the state in desperate pursuit of his selfish interest. Signed, Dr. Anthony Azebeli, Chairman, Edo PDP Caretaker Committee. So, like the PDP came to respond, Mr. Governor, please don't just make allegation. Those states, we have passed that level where allegations is just being made without proof, where allegations are not based on proof, where allegations are not based on evidence. So come out, give us evidence. Come out, give us evidence that they really stole that money. That's as in 12 billion naira. If we are able to get that money back from those leaders, if you are able to call out their names, I know a lot of schools lot of as in things that money can do for the state. It can help the state mightily. So please come out with your proof. We need it. Thank you.